workshops that I've done in the past, either with my own groups or as a soloist, it's a lot of times about saying, let's not worry so much about what style we're affirming or disproving, but let's find ways in which we can interact with one another, and that's sort of what we're inviting you to do. We hope that people who have their horns and other instruments will come up and participate in some exercises we have and some pieces that we can propose to explore together. Now, I think that what we're going to do here, we're not going to go through our repertoire, whether it's collective repertoire that the group had or that I had, or which we're going to play tonight. We're going to play pieces we've worked on. But what I think the best way for us to work is to say, let's try to find ways in which to interact, improvise, new relationships that haven't existed before. What are some ways we can meet right now and perform with each other and make some sense out of that? So we have a bunch of strategies for that, and I'm wondering if people have ideas they want to try out, are ready to kind of come up, like, oh, I want to do a duo with the drummer, or I want to play with that cello player and see what happens. So we'd like to kind of invite if you already have that idea. If not, we have some ideas for you to try out. So is anyone at this point who's like, yeah, I'm ready, I'll come up and I want to play with one of you guys.
You're going to do it.
Okay.
Come.
All right.
So let's
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Enjoyed the sound personally of, and you were playing this, you know, like that kind of thing, like some variations, really beautiful kind of searching melody, and that's a very natural thing to do as I think a vocalist or a flute player. I'm wondering if you would try it again, adding something where you have like a commentary, another technique, so that you have this voice. You also have maybe another layer of complexity, so that there's some other dimension that you can go to, so that when you come back to, it means something more, because you've left that lyricism, and then you've had this other kind of and it's all kinds of stuff you can get in the flute, you know, sounds and stuff. But if you could get, you know, with all the percussive stuff and things, but I'm wondering if you just added that thing, kept exactly that beautiful lyricism, and almost like maybe like in Bach, where he's got, you know, accompaniment within one piece. You've got accompaniment yourself, and then it adds these layers, and I think that will then allow Nathan to also do the same thing, and then you've got, you know, 4 lines instead of 2, and it expands the duo. Would you be willing to give it a shot? Okay.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Nice. It's a fun. This is sounds good. So what I heard immediately when you started, I heard, okay, what'll work with this is cello sonata. So I'm already assessing this, and I'm thinking, okay, we're doing cello sonata. That'll work. So what I mean by that is piano's in a sustained kind of lyrical thing, and cello floats on top or under, and that's sort of how cello piano sonatas, Brahms, Beethoven, like that's the relationship. And what I discovered in improvising a lot was that that's a very natural and appropriate and comfortable place when you play cello piano to fall into, like piano here, cello there. And so that's good. I think also though there's some other options, of course. And I'm wondering about maybe doing a piece that with less sustain, just so that we can actually talk more conversationally in terms of so that we can have our notes be more important than this thing, to try to sort of lessen that archetype.
Sure.
You want to try it?
Yeah, a little more.
Yeah. Had that sonata experience, because we could actually, near the end, we went there a little bit into that sustained thing, and it was totally cool because we already had this incredibly fast conversational thing happening. And when we played it, we start to use it as a reference rather than fall into it.
Poetry is an enumeration of birds, bees, babies, butterflies, babies, bugs, bambinos, baba yagas, bipeds on their way of bewildering bastions.